very good morning, children. So we are going to discuss about the chapter political parties, a very interesting and easy chapter, the most scoring chapter. Each one of you know a lot about political parties. So this is a chapter which you can write from your own also and from your understanding. So which contents you are going to discuss in this chapter? We will discuss the meaning of political parties, the characteristics of political parties, why there is a need of political parties. Then we will discuss about the functions of political parties, then party systems all over the countries of the world. Then we are going to discuss about the difference between national political parties, regional political parties, then the major challenges the political parties are facing all over the world, and the last will be reforms in political parties. How can we reform the political parties? So let us start. We will start with the meaning of political party. What is a political party? A party is a group of people who come together and the objective is to contest election and to hold power. So that's the meaning of a political party. Then what are the characteristics of political parties? Parties reflect fundamental political divisions in a society. They are a part of society. A party has three main components: the main leaders, active members in the party, and the rest are the followers. Now, what are the various functions parties perform? Without reading the book also, you can write down 5 functions. Now, which functions are being given in your book? Let us discuss. They contest election. They make policies and programs. They make law. They form and run government. They play the role of opposition and they shape the public opinion. अगर एक general question दिया है 3 marks का, आप ये 6 point लिख दिए. But suppose there is a question. Parties contest election, justify. Then you have to explain it. At least 3 points you have to explain it. So parties contest election, that you can write very easily without even referring to the book also. Because there are many parties, they have their own agendas and they contest election because they want to come to power and they put forward their policies before the people, and so they contest election to form government. Likewise, you can explain these points. These are very easy points. Without even reading the book also you can explain. So these are the various functions of political parties. So you just remember in brief so that you can analyze it, explain it in the examination whenever the question is asked. These are the brief notes which you need to remember. Now the next topic we are going to discuss about is why there is a necessity of political party. Candidates can contest individually. So we need to focus on that. Candidates can contest individually, but when individual candidates will contest election, they are answerable to their particular area. Nobody will come up with the major issues and policies regarding the nation. All will have their individual agenda. So the national agenda, the national interest could not be protected in a better way. That's why independent candidates cannot bring major policy changes for the country. That's why there is a need of political party. Elected leaders will be accountable to their constituencies only. So there will be no one who will be answerable for the national issue. So there is a need of party system, whether it is regional level or national level. So there is a need of party system. And that is the essence of representative democracy also. Now the next topic we are going to discuss about is what are the various party systems present all over the world. There is single party system, two party system, multi-party system and multi-party system with alliances. Now single party system ऐसा भी होता है कि एक single party हो. Yes, there are countries like China, they cannot be called democratic country. आपने class 9th में पढ़ा हुआ था. They have a single party, that is Communist Party. It only contests election. So we cannot call them as democratic country. These countries which are having single party, though they call themselves democratic, but we cannot accept them as democratic countries. Now two party system, ऐसे भी countries है जो democracy से और वहाँ दो मेजर पार्टीज है. यू कैन टेक द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ यूएसए एंड यूके. Multi-party system. India is having multi-party system. Many parties are there which contest election. Another system is there, multi-party system with two major alliances. जो इंडिया में है एनडीए यूपीए इस टाइप के मेजर अलायंसेस. तो दिस टाइप ऑफ सिस्टम ऑल्सो कैन बी देयर. नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज which party system is good for your country? If this question comes, what will you think? Of course, you would be going thinking which party system is better, but this is an absurd question. So you cannot decide which party system is better. Party system depends on certain factors. Now, which factors? Nature of society. जो पार्टी सिस्टम यूएसए के लिए एप्लीकेबल है, दैट कैनॉट बी एप्लीकेबल फॉर इंडिया. इट कैनॉट बी सुटेबल फॉर इंडिया. सो डिपेंड्स अपॉन द नेचर ऑफ सोसाइटी. सोशल एंड रीजनल डिविजन्स ऑफ द कंट्री. हिस्ट्री ऑफ पॉलिटिक्स, इसकी पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम कैसा रहा है. देन सिस्टम ऑफ इलेक्शंस. यू नो दैट यूएसए का प्रेसिडेंशियल इलेक्शन कैसे होता है, इंडिया का प्रेसिडेंशियल इलेक्शन कैसे होता है. सो this all decide party system, so you cannot say that which party system is better. Okay, so next we will discuss about the national and regional political parties. Now let us find out the difference between the national political party and state political party or regional political party. A national political party is present countrywide. Its units are there in various states. Its policies and programs are decided at national level, whereas a state party or regional party is at regional level. Its policies and programs are mostly for the regional welfare or at state level. Examples are RJD, BJD, Samta Party. Here some of the examples are CPIM, CPI, BJP, INC. Now when the students do commit mistake, while they attempt the regional political parties, they do commit mistake. वो कोई भी नाम लिख देते हैं, या कभी कभी नेशनल पॉलिटिकल पार्टी में भी एक स्टेट पार्टी का नाम लिखते हैं. सो दैट यू शुड बी वेरी क्लियर अबाउट which are the regional political parties and which are the national political parties. Now how to know which is a national political party and which is a regional political party? What are the criteria to know or differentiate these political parties? The criteria for national political party is a party should secure 6% votes in Lok Sabha, or अगर नहीं है 6% votes, it should win assembly elections in 4 states. Either it should win 6% votes in Lok Sabha or it should win assembly elections in 4 states. Second, minimum 4 seats should be there in Lok Sabha. Now, what is the criteria to be recognized as a regional political party? A party should at least secure 6% votes in the state legislative assembly. दूसरा, मिनिमम 2 सीट होना चाहिए स्टेट लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली में. अगर ये नहीं है तो देन द कैंडिडेट हैज टू कंटेस्ट एज इंडिपेंडेंट कैंडिडेट. Now let us discuss about the 7 national political parties. So we will start with AITC, All India Trinamool Congress. It was formed in 1998 after splitting from Congress, that is Indian National Congress. And it came to power in West Bengal in 2011. In 2016, it was declared as a national political party, and the party propounds for secularism and federalism. Now, the next part we are going to discuss about is Bahujan Samaj Party. This party was formed in 1984 by Kansi Ram, and it is a party specifically for OBC, Dalits, and the backward caste groups SC and ST and the religious minorities, and definitely its objective is to protect the interest of these groups, and it is inspired by the ideologies of Periyar Ramaswamy, Mahatma Gandhi, Jyotiba Phule. Now the next part we are going to discuss about is Bharatiya Janata Party. It was formed in 1980 after changing the name Bharatiya Jan Sangh, which was formed in 1951 by Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. and it want full territorial integration. It want a uniform civil code for the whole country, and it believes in cultural nationalism, that is Hindutva. Next we are going to discuss about is CPI. This party was formed in the year 1925. It believes in Marxism and opposes communalism. This party is having support base in West Bengal, Kerala and Andhra Pradesh. CPI after split, another party was formed in 1964, and that was CPIM, M for Marxist. And of course, both the parties believe in the ideologies of Karl Marx and Lenin, but the party CPI got split into CPIM in 1964. It also believes in socio-economic justice, and West Bengal, Tripura और Kerala में इसकी vote base है. Now the next party we are going to discuss about is INC, Indian National Congress. It is one of the major party in pre-independence India, which fought for independence, and it believes in secularism and welfare of the weaker section of society, and it is a centrist party in its ideology, neither too right nor too left. It means it is moderate in its approach, and it was a party which was in power single-handedly in India till 1977, and it also ruled from 1980 to 1989. Now it is playing the role of opposition. The last national political party we are going to discuss about is NCP. This party was also formed after it got split from the Indian National Congress. So it is separated from Indian National Congress on the basis of that the important positions in government should not be given to foreign citizens. So that was the basic point of difference when it got separated from INC, and it formed a separate party, NCP, and it believes in democracy, Gandhian secularism, equality and social justice. It is a major political party in Maharashtra, and at present it is a part of government in Maharashtra. So these are the various national political parties. Now let us focus on the major challenges of political parties, or what are the challenges the parties are facing today. And next we will discuss at last what reforms have been taken up to now and what suggestions are there to improve political parties. The first challenge is lack of internal democracy. Within the political parties there is lack of democracy. How? They do not maintain membership registers regularly. Secondly, there is no regular internal election within political parties. Thirdly, they do not hold organizational meetings in a proper way, systematic way, regularly. So these are the challenges the parties face from within. So these are to be removed. Second, there is a problem of dynastic succession. इसका मतलब है families and relatives of party leaders get more weightage. So the other members, the ordinary members who do not belong to the party leaders family, so they do not get proper weightage in the party. So that is also a drawback in party system. Thirdly, increasing use of money and muscle power. You have seen in all the elections, more use of money and muscle power is there, and as a result, the candidates who have good social reputation and they are doing good work also, but they don't have money, so they do not even get party tickets. So that is the drawback, because if you will have a survey in India also, 1/3 of the parties, they are having criminal records. So this is how use of money and muscle power is a major challenge the political parties are facing today. The last one is there is no choice for the ordinary citizen. What the ordinary people have to do? They have to vote only. If they don't vote this party, they have to vote for the other. And nota is not so strongly implemented in our country. Only you can give nota. But suppose if a party gets, if in a constituency 60% people give nota and 40% people vote, and after that also, whichever the majority party gets majority ticket, this will win. So there is no system of re-election. So we need to bring reforms in this system also. So there is no ordinary there is no choice for the ordinary people, no real choice. Choice तो है आपके पास जब आप वोट दोगे 15 कैंडिडेट्स हैं, लेकिन सही मायने में ऑर्डिनरी सिटीजन्स के पास कोई चॉइस नहीं होता है. So these are the major challenges the political parties are facing today. Now how to bring reforms? रिफॉर्म्स को हम दो पार्ट में पढ़ेंगे. एक पार्ट कि अभी तक क्या रिफॉर्म किया गया है इंडिया में, और दूसरा और सजेशंस क्या है. सो व्हाट रिफॉर्म्स हैव बीन अंडरटेकन येट. एंटी डिफेक्शन लॉ हैज बीन पास्ड बाय द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया. डिफेक्शन क्या होता है? पार्टी से जीतने के बाद जो छोड़ देता है पार्टी और दूसरे पार्टी ज्वाइन कर देते हैं, दैट इज डिफेक्शन. सो लॉ हैज बीन पास्ड बाय विच आफ्टर विनिंग from a particular party, if a candidate leaves that party, he will lose his particular membership. लेकिन उसमें भी एक करेक्शन किया गया है, अमेंडमेंट किया गया है कि अगर बहुत सारे लोग एक पर्टिकुलर नंबर ऑफ मेंबर्स एक साथ रिजाइन करते हैं तो उनकी मेंबरशिप लॉस नहीं होगा. ये भी सिस्टम है. एनीवे, सो दैट इज एंटी डिफेक्शन लॉ. तो वो बहुत ज्यादा सक्सेसफुल नहीं है. सुप्रीम कोर्ट्स वर्डिक्ट, क्लास 9 में आपने पढ़ा था. सुप्रीम कोर्ट केम अप विद अ वर्डिक्ट दैट व्हाइल फाइलिंग द नॉमिनेशन फॉर्म इट्स कैंडिडेट हैज टू फिल 3 डिटेल्स: प्रॉपर्टी डिटेल्स, एजुकेशनल क्वालिफिकेशन एंड थर्ड क्रिमिनल केसेस पेंडिंग. लेकिन अगर सही उसने अपना डिटेल्स नहीं दिया तो उसको क्या पनिशमेंट दिया जाएगा ये स्पेसिफाइड नहीं है. ओके, बट वो आपको नहीं लिखना है. ये लॉस की ड्रॉबैक है. आपको ड्रॉबैक पूछता ही नहीं है, आपको दिया है ये किया गया है. ठीक है. तीसरा, Election Commission also have come up with a number of rules and regulations. It has made it mandatory कि parties have to file income tax returns, उनको और organizational meetings conduct करना है, party register maintain करना है. So these steps have been taken by various institutions in our country to reform political parties. But still there are some suggestions. पहले आप अपना सजेशन बाद में दोगे, पहले बुक में जो है वही लिखोगे, बिकॉज इफ यू वांट टू स्कोर गुड मार्क्स तो यू फर्स्ट राइट डाउन व्हाट एवर सजेशंस आर बीइंग गिवन इन द बुक, एंड आफ्टर दैट आल्सो इफ यू आर स्टिल हैविंग सम सजेशन यू कैन गिव. सबसे पहला, पार्टी शुड रेगुलेट इंटरनल अफेयर्स ऑफ देयर पार्टीज. तो जो प्रॉब्लम्स है उसी का ही सोल्यूशन है कि यहाँ हमने पहला चैलेंज पढ़ा, लैक ऑफ इंटरनल डेमोक्रेसी, तो इसीलिए इंटरनल डेमोक्रेसी को दुरुस्त करना है. सो दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. Then second, 1/3 seats are to be given to women. वो भी एक इम्पोर्टेंट मैटर है क्योंकि वुमेन का रिप्रेजेंटेशन बहुत ही कम है, इसीलिए 1/3 सीट्स अगर दिया जाए तो पार्टी में सुधार हो सकता है. Third suggestion is state funding of elections. It means the government will fund the elections. Individual candidates or parties won't spend too much money. And it can be controlled. Funding is to be controlled. So that is a very good idea. So how this is to be done? So the parties are to be given cash, or they can be given in the form of kind also, like petrol, like paper for pamphlets. All this can be given. So that is also an idea to reform political parties. And fourth, putting pressure on parties through petitions, then agitations, पब्लिसिटी. सो प्रेशर ग्रुप्स के थ्रू भी पार्टीज में रिफॉर्म लाया जा सकता है. एंड द लास्ट वन व्हिच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, गुड पीपल शुड जॉइन पॉलिटिक्स बिकॉज द क्वालिटी ऑफ डेमोक्रेसी डिपेंड्स अपॉन द डिग्री ऑफ पब्लिक पार्टिसिपेशन. जैसे लोग पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे, अगर हम मेजोरिटी criminals होंगे तो we cannot expect good result from them. So good people should join politics, then only you can think of bringing reform in politics. तो ये जो लास्ट दो पॉइंट है, how public participation can bring reform in politics, ये दो पॉइंट आप एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हो. So these are the various suggestions for reforming political parties. So with this we have concluded the chapter, we have completed the syllabus for this session. Wish you all the best. Prepare well. Have a good day.